Hello, welcome to Nursing with Professor B. My name is Bridget. I have a master's degree in nursing education, and I'm also a family nurse practitioner. In today's video, I will be discussing what it's like to be a nurse practitioner during this COVID pandemic. This video was actually inspired by one of my viewers, so I love the questions. Keep them coming. All right, before we get started, make sure you hit the like button, make sure that you subscribe, and make sure you turn on that notification bell. Let's go. This video was inspired by SC. She wrote, "Can you make a video about outpatient FNP during this pandemic? Is it more telehealth?" So I'll start there. She wrote, "Is it more telehealth triaging?" So I can only speak to what I am currently doing. I can't speak to what others are doing. Other NPs are working from home. I have a friend that is a psych NP and she is working solely from home. Now, me, I am still working in the field. Let's just put it that way. With the kind of job that I have, I never have to go to the hospital to round on patients. So that's a bonus. I just see patients in an outpatient setting. So in that aspect, my life hasn't changed much as an FNP because I'm still seeing outpatient patients. Is it more telehealth? No, I am not. I'm actually not doing any telehealth right now. There are some providers in our company that are being transitioned into telehealth, but what we're doing is they're still having us at our jobs doing telehealth. So it's not like I'll be able to do telehealth from home. Triaging, yes, have implemented a triaging process. So if patients want to make an appointment, they are told, like, if you have had fever, cough, shortness of breath, or if you're waiting on test results from COVID, then you may not make an appointment. As a provider, we are double checking by when we call patients, we're asking them basically those same exact questions, and we are documenting that patient has denied this, this, and this. That being said, we are supposed to be wearing airborne masks for every patient. We are supposed to have a face shield on for every patient, and we are supposed to be wearing gloves for every patient. And that is one thing that has changed. Information was constantly evolving. Even from the beginning, I did not feel safe just wearing a surgical mask. I felt like, as a provider, this virus was airborne. It was very contagious, and we needed more protection. So I was apprehensive when we were told that a surgical mask would be enough. Then as time has evolved, now thank God I have my respirator. So I started wearing my respirator kind of early on in the process. And then as things evolved, we were told we had to wear all of the equipment I just mentioned to you. So that's where we're at right now. Now, SC also asked, how has your job changed and which part remained the same? So how has my job changed? They are really, we used to be able to see flu patients like, no problem. Oh, you have the flu, no worries, come on in, right? They are frowning upon procedures such as like nasal swabbing or throat swabbing for strep, because those could potentially create aerosol particles that can linger in the air, and depends again on what research studies you read. Some say that coronavirus can stay in the air for up to 3 hours. So we're being discouraged from doing those procedures and just basically diagnosing patients based on a history and based on our physical examination. So I'm not against that. I think it's important to keep us safe. Patients are asked to wear a mask also if they are to come in to see us. SC also wrote, how does your employer keep you safe? So how does your employer keep you safe? Great question. So everyone knows there's a shortage of N95 masks, gowns. So our employer is doing the best that they can. There was a moment in time where we were low on N95 masks and providers were being asked to reuse that same mask as much as possible. For me, thank God I have a respirator, I can just wipe it down. So they are doing their best to provide us with equipment. I think the one area where we're still lacking is gowns. We don't have enough gowns. But other than that, we're doing pretty good with gloves. We're doing pretty good with masks. Again, with me having a respirator, I can just wipe it down. It's made out of silicone, and I just keep reusing my own respirator. So overall, I mean, it is a bit of a scarier time, but with some good triaging, we're doing our best to stay safe. And also, I don't want someone coming into the office and then potentially they have COVID, and then the next patient that comes into that room would be exposed to COVID, all because, we're being very adamant, like if you have fever, cough, shortness of breath, stay home. So in a sense, if there's one way our job has changed, it's we're screening patients more now than ever. We just used to let everybody come in. I work in a unique setting. It's not the typical provider's office. So we used to allow walk-in appointments. We're not allowing walk-in appointments anymore. Again, everything has to be scheduled previously. So SC, thank you so much for asking these wonderful questions, and I hope that this gives you some insight into what being a nurse practitioner is during the COVID pandemic. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure that you hit the like button, make sure that you subscribe, and make sure you turn on that notification bell.